Hello and welcome to another episode of the KFace podcast. This is number 134, I believe, of season 5. My name is... What the fuck was that?
He's gone straight into the Bovril, has he?
Oh my God.
Andrew, it's hot. You gotta take it slow.
It's lukewarm. It's the Gerpler's a plastic cup. I didn't want to melt the cup. I love the Gerpler too much. Oh, I got beef everywhere. Oh man, ever since Dodge the Bob, the smell. It smells so bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Face. How are we doing?
I gotta be honest with you, I didn't expect that. Jeff Ramsey, Gavin Free, Andrew Patton, here we are.
I was thinking as you were introing, I was like, oh, this will be a nice bit. We could... Nope, it's already happened. Never mind.
Yeah. What? How is the Bovril? Are you enjoying it?
Oh, I hate it. It's terrible.
Why did you agree to chug this again? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was like, to celebrate the launch of the Bovril, I'll chug whatever is the most liked response within reason.
Bovril.
The launch of the Bovril.
The Gerpler.
Okay.
Listen. I'm not doing well. I'm not. Yeah, beef brain. I'm beef brained right now.
I like that being like something that affects you like brain freeze would.
I brimleyed it a little bit. I said the wrong thing. I'm on the ropes here, okay?
That's the first use of a Brimley in the wild. I love it.
Oh man.
Oh,
Jesus.
So do you consider yourself a Bovril fan then?
No. What part of that would make you think I was a Bovril fan at all?
I don't know, man.
I think the Dodge the Bob really tainted it for me. I think if I would have just tried it normally as intended.
So this is the first time you've had bog standard lukewarm Bov?
Yeah, ever since the Dodge the Bob, I just have been avoiding it at all costs.
I can't imagine lukewarm is the preferred temperature to ingest.
You gotta have. I mean, I think the preferred way is to keep you warm on a cold day. It's got to be steamy.
It's like piping hot when I have it.
Oh my God. I have so much beef all over me right now.
Did you spit up beef water?
Oh, I spit it everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be fun to be in for an hour. Great. This is great.
That is
I'm
so
an idiot.
fucking gross. Oh, hey, real quick, while Andrew's doing that, I got a corn dog update.
Oh.
Emily had corn dogs for dinner last night.
Yeah.
I had zero desire to eat corn dogs. Didn't faze me at all. Didn't even. They looked. As a matter of fact, I looked at it and I thought, like, what an inferior food. And I ordered a hot dog, and I had a Chicago dog instead. Yeah,
that's awesome. That sounds good. I would always go Chicago dog over corn dog.
Yeah, I feel like if a nice hot dog was on the table, I would definitely pick that over corn dog. I feel like corn dog's something to eat if you're in a car.
Yeah. When I was younger, I thought the chili dog was like the top tier of all hot dogs. But I've really turned a corner on the Chicago dog. I really think that's the way to go. I don't know about you.
I feel like I still need to be able to eat it with my hand.
Yeah.
And a chili dog sometimes is like a soggy knife and fork situation.
100%. 100%.
Absolutely. Speaking of food, should we get into your exciting food game?
Yeah, Jeff dropped us off each a bag of food, I guess. And Andrew, you've got some stuff?
Yeah, I gave Andrew. So you were able to get everything on the list, right, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Okay, good. I tried to pick, I spent way too much time last night researching products that are for sale in Austin and Canada at large.
And this isn't DoBox? This is just food?
No, this is just food. This is a little food game I came up with. Everybody should have received a bag of a bunch of crap, with the exception of Eric. I think you got a box because I ran out of grocery bags. So if everybody has their bags ready, I also asked you guys to prepare a pen and a pencil, like a piece of paper, because we're going to write some stuff down.
Oh, shit. Do we? Let me do that.
Yeah, it was in the...
I've just seen the unchos.
Yeah, you go grab your pen and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. We can just fill. I'm so excited about this game, Jeff. I think once we open up and get into it, it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, for clarity's sake, Andrew, I bounced some of the ideas off of you last night, and you kind of helped me form it. I had this idea when I don't remember what we were doing. We were leaving, I guess, work from the office day, and for some reason, I stopped at a store and I saw these potato chips and they just looked weird, and I tried them, and it just got me trying to figure out how I could make because I knew we have these 2 episodes we're recording today, and then we have to record 1 or 2 more next week, so that we can finish out the year. And so I was just trying to come up with bits, and anyway, I came up with this idea for like a gross food thing. But then when I was trying to put it together last night, it made sense to be a kind of a different game, and so I don't know if Gavin's still here. I'll kind of explain it as we go. I don't want to give up the entirety of the game, because I think you guys playing along and not quite understanding where we're going with it is going to make it funnier in the end, if that makes sense, and hopefully for the audience too. Also,
is Gavin in a penniless house? Like
I'm back. It was the paper that was the struggle.
Also, number 1 in there is also included. I bought you guys gifts in Michigan when I had my, every year I take my fall apple trip to Michigan. Yep. And when I was there, I got you guys some caramel. I got you guys some hot cider mix, and then I got you guys stickers from the Yates cider mill. So everybody should have those as well. Gavin, you got the best sticker. I didn't realize after I bought them all that there was one that was clearly better than the others. So you got the really good sticker. And that's not because I'm playing favorites. It's just that I've known you longer than everybody else. So I just went with length of time. Okay, so what we have is a bag, except for Eric, who has a little box. And in it are a bunch of different kinds of potato chips and like chippy type things. Now, I don't want to confuse this with the supplemental content we still need to do where I present American chip, the chip off, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This is actually going to be called, I'm going to call this the Chipplza.
Oh.
The Chipplza. What was your
Chipplza?
What is the thing called? The Chipplza.
The Pulpza. The Chipplza.
Chipplza.
A midday Chipplza.
Midday Chipplza. Okay, so
wow, this is quite the combination of flavors. Jesus.
Yeah, well, we're going to be recording your impressions of them. So first off, everybody pull out of the bag. We're going to do this in order. The first thing you'll see is Unchos. Okay.
Okay.
And I went to Andrew, you might have Munchos because I wasn't able to put painter's tape on yours, obviously, because you had to buy it yourself. Everybody else has Unchos.
I do.
And I always get paranoid when the price is on the product in print.
Why? Really?
It's
Why?
just such a weird thing to me.
I feel like it's convenient. I like
that means that they're the same price in every store they're in.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm opening them now.
Okay,
let's open.
Yeah, open up the Unchos, and I want everybody, before you do it though, I want you to. What we're gonna do is you're gonna open it up, and you're gonna take your first impressions. And you're gonna we're gonna record 2 numbers. We're gonna record from 1 to 5, 1 being the shittiest, 5 being the best. And this will make sense later. Open it up, and I want you to have your pre-taste impression. Just write down a number. It could be 3, it could be whatever. And then you're gonna eat a chip, and then after you eat a chip, write down your post-chip impression, and then just combine those 2 numbers. So if it's 5 and 5, it's 10. If it's 3 and 4, it's 7. Hopefully you get the idea.
Post. And first
so just write down Unchos. Okay. Yeah. Everybody.
Okay. So it's you open it up before we take a bite. Write down the number that we have the impression of, and then
just
take a bite,
you smell the
and
bag.
then give it a number again. Add those.
Yeah.
Got it. Just wanted to be sure. Got it.
Appearance, whatever you guys think. Just whatever metric you use to evaluate pre-eating.
Out of what? 5?
I got the knockoff brand Muncho, so it's a lower score already.
Yeah,
the lesser quality.
I'm freeing this at a 4.
Okay. They don't have Unchos.
I'm gonna go
in
3,
Canada, unfortunately. Okay, and then everybody, Nick and Eric, go ahead and write yours down too, and then everybody take a bite from the chips, and then write down your post score.
Okay.
I appreciate the audience's patience in this. I know it doesn't quite make sense yet, but I think it'll be funny.
Oh dear, that's way saltier than I was expecting.
When we put it all together, interesting, salty. Okay.
That's gone to a 2 for post.
I'm gonna say, I'll agree with that 2 for post.
Oh wow.
Okay. Once everybody has recorded their score, let me know and we'll move on.
I'm good. I'm ready to move on.
And now oh, by the way, I will say there are some 2 things of and I apologize, I had you buy these 2, Andrew. There are 2 things of chocolate. I didn't get that part of the game finished, so just hold on to those. Those will be for the future. I threw them in anyway just because I figured we'll get to it at some point. So what we have here is we have Terra sweet and beet potato chips. It's like sweet potatoes and beets. That was what started this whole thing. We have Blue Fuego or Blue Fire Takis, dill pickle kettle crinkle cut potato chips, Muddy Buddies, which I don't think Gavin or I think it's a pretty American thing.
I'd never heard of a Muddy Buddy.
I don't think you guys have heard of Muddy Buddies. I'm kind of excited to hear your impressions on those. And then pork rinds, pineapple, and ancho chili. Okay, so let's open up that bag of Terra sweet and beet potato chips next, and then write down your first impression.
Oh, gosh. Oh, dear.
What is that? What is that for?
I mean, the pre is not great.
What does that mean? Because they're beet potato chips?
Did you put a cucumber in this, or is this just...
I got you, you son of a bitch!
Oh, my...
You've been cucumbered! You've been cucumbered! You didn't even see it! It snuck right in under the radar! You got Trojan horsed with a cucumber! You fool! You fool, Gavin!
Is this whole thing just for me? Are you shitting
They're
me?
all... It's just you! You got a bunch of cucumbers in there, buddy! Bunch of cucumbers!
So why did you do that?
What we have
Didn't even see
what we have here, Gavin, the unchos were a MacGuffin to get your... they were just bog standard potato chips to get a baseline to trick you. Every other... open up the Talkies. Open up the kettle. Open up the Muddy Buddies. Open up the pork rinds. In them, you will find pieces of one of the biggest cucumbers on Earth.
You are shitting me.
Oh,
I just got a whiff of it.
This is...
And then I put my hand in and it was wet. Are you serious?
This has been in the works for weeks. Weeks.
Open up the Talkies.
Hold on.
Hey, Gavin, myself and Nick received no such box nor bag of any of these chips.
It's just me eating chips on my own?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was all a cover to get cucumbers on your doorstep without you knowing. And to bring them in. We recorded an entire episode of KFace with cucumber next to you, and you didn't even know.
Yeah, that entire episode of 133, you were cucumber adjacent the entire time.
It was sealed.
Yeah.
So
They're all sealed.
I was wondering why when I picked up each bag, the bottom felt like cold and wet. And I was like, maybe it's just like the flavors. It like registered, but not enough for me to think anything strange was going on. The bottom of the bag is like damp on each one.
Andrew, I'll let you. This was your
So
masterminded.
You glued them shut?
No.
It's way more complicated.
You have no idea, Gavin, the journey that this has been. There has been failure at every turn. I came up with this a few weeks ago. Shortly after we did, I was thinking, like, how can I get something on your doorstep without you knowing? And at first I was thinking, like, physically, how could I do it? Because you've the Ring camera, it's going to be difficult. And then I thought, I can Trojan horse you. I'm going to put it in something that you're not expecting. That's great. You just shared cucumbers in another bag of chips, sneakily in there. So originally, I wanted to do it in a thing of trading cards. You okay?
I'm just opening each bag. These ones are blue.
Yeah, it's in all of them.
So I was going to do this, and I wanted to do it in Mr. Bean trading cards and have you open the packs, and every pack would have a slice of cucumber nestled in. And then Jeff brought up, what if we just do it with, like, chips instead? Because that is easier. It makes sense with the thing. And what's even better is Jeff naturally just came up with the double salted licorice. Like, it was a whole part of the show. And that would be the perfect vessel, because you're not expecting anything. It makes sense for you to get it, to have it. So we did the Office Day, and as soon as we finished recording the Office Day, I tweeted to Jeff, I bought him a bag resealer off of Amazon. I said, I'm so excited for you to put the cucumber in the licorice, and it's gonna arrive tomorrow. We can get this going. To which Jeff replied, oh no, I gave Gavin the bag of licorice. Jeff completely forgot about our entire plan of getting using the licorice to get to you. So we had to pivot on the fly. And that whole text conversation you were in was all a ruse of us being like, have you tried these chips? I actually love those chips. Those are delicious.
They're
chips.
fucking great.
The Terra Nova ones.
I'm a fan
They're
now.
really tasty.
Yeah, they are.
I can't believe
The level of deception.
So
then you want to take this, because this is where it escalates, because my bag resealer kept getting delayed, and it wasn't getting to Jeff on time. You can take this over from this point, Jeff.
Okay, so I was waiting on receiving this tool called a bag resealer that allows you to open up like a bag of potato chips and then reseal it, right? Like it like heats it shut. And it was out for delivery last night. I had the chips. I was ready to go. Actually, I just had those Terra chips, and I was going to try to fit it all in that. And then at like 10 p.m., Andrew texted me, and he was like, I don't think the resealer's going. It's been shipped. It didn't make it to you today. It got sent back to the warehouse. It'll be out tomorrow for delivery. What are we going to do? And so I hit Google and I started reading, and I found out that you can. Gavin just keeps putting photos from the cucumbers. So I saw on YouTube that you can use like a hair straightener, like a curling iron, or like a flat iron is what's called, a flat iron to reseal a bag of chips. So I went and grabbed Emily's flat iron. By the way, Emily, I'm sorry. I cleaned it. I promise. Things got a little dicey for a moment, but I fixed it. And I took that bag of Terra chips, and I carefully cut it open, and then I tried to reseal it to see if it could be done, and it worked, kind of. And so, but I did melt some of the bag and stuff, and it wasn't perfect. But then Emily texted me, and she was like, because I was like, hey, just letting you know ahead of time, I might have ruined your thing. And she was like, whoa, don't you have, like, because I have a sous vide, and she was like, don't you have that thing that sucks the air out and then seals it to put, like, steaks and stuff in? And I was like, oh, my God, I do. You don't have to use the air suck thing. You can just use the seal. And so I tried that on a bag of chips, and it worked. And I was like, oh, my God, this is amazing. It looked professional. So then I started cutting up the cucumber, and as I started to dump it into the bag of beet chips, it made the bag of potato chips weigh like 80 pounds. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to hand him a 27-pound bag of potato chips and have him fall for that. So what I did was I
been next to me for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I sliced up all the cucumbers as thin as I could with a mandolin, which broke and didn't work worth a damn. So I ended up just kind of half-assing that. And then I put them all in the oven on the lowest setting for like a half an hour to try to evaporate all the water, because I figured most of the cucumber's water weight, right? So then I got them drier, and then I tried to soak and press all the water out to get them as light as possible. Then I realized that still wasn't light enough. So I ran to the store and I bought as many weird kind of potato chips as I could find. All that other stuff I bought like 2 hours ago. I bought it an hour before I went to your house. And I brought it back, and then I carefully opened them all up. And by the way, I filmed all of this on my phone for you guys. and I filmed it, so the angles are terrible. Unusable. Anyway, so I filmed all this, and then I got all the potato chip bags home. I opened them all up. I evenly split out the cucumber into the different bags, resealed them all, stuck them in a bag, was still worried that you weren't going to fall for it. So then I added in the gift of the shit from the apple orchard, because I've been meaning to give that to you guys for months as like a combo thing to try to make it all make sense. And then I got on Slack and I said, this is the plan for today. I need to make sure everybody has the same address that they did last time I went to your houses. And then Nick was like, oh, no, I moved, and pretended to give me his new address, all as subterfuge to further convince Gavin that this was a real event.
Everything surrounding this seemed so legit. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Jeff and I were on a Discord call earlier today.
Yeah.
And Jeff was so giddy showing me like all of the bags he had, and like it was great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the videos.
I did a video call with Andrew to show him the whole process and how it worked and all, because I wanted, because unfortunately this is Andrew's prank, obviously, and I'm just his proxy agent. And so
he clearly gave you the cucumber while he was in Austin, right?
Obviously.
I also did one dumb thing. I went to the store and I bought when I bought the cucumbers, I bought 3. And as I'm checking out, as I've checked out and I'm walking to my car, Andrew texts and he goes, hey, be sure to get the smallest cucumber they have. It'll be easier to hide. And I went, oh, fuck. I bought the 3 biggest cucumbers in the store.
I
don't know why.
But I don't know why you did that either.
A big cucumber is funnier.
I asked if you'd put cucumbers in this because they look like really fancy chips. I was like, oh, there's like other veg in here. I thought I really only said that as a joke, and then you were like,
What?
Yeah, take it, take the cucumbers. I was like, oh my god.
Also, the two things of chocolate, they were there to cover a chocolate bar that didn't work. I took like a gross kind of chocolate and I got a mandolin and I shaved it down until it was really thin, except it broke in half, so I had to super glue it back
Were you
together.
trying to do it like
so
when they hide like a flask in a Bible or a gun or something in a book?
So what I did was then I layered the top of the chocolate bar with cucumber and then sealed it back up. But when I went to go put it in your bag, it had leaked through, and it was very clearly tampered with. So I had to just like pivot and throw that away. Luckily, that was from a different cucumber. But yeah,
good. I had cucumbers in my hands without realizing.
Yeah, dude, lots of them.
Oh my god,
So many.
By the way, these are my final scores.
Jeff, when you showed me the cucumber you bought, it looked like the mallet that like a caveman would have in a cartoon. I've never seen a bigger cucumber in my life. It was massive. Oh, that was so good.
Nick said he wasn't sure how far this bit was going, so he was writing down fake numbers. Like if I called for the scores, it would be legit.
I have been on pins and needles all fucking day for this moment, just praying you would fall for it.
The Trojan crisps.
Trojan crisps.
Dirty.
So it's what? It's 1-0. I'm up.
That's 1-0.
I'm on the scoreboard. Yep. I'm ready, prepared. Don't have my paintball gun anymore, but I got things set up.
I should
Ready
be irritated. I should be frustrated. I'm so impressed. I just can't believe it. And I should just go with my gut. There are a few tiny little things that just registered as like, oh, that's a bit. And I just didn't follow through.
What were they? What were the things that you're like, huh?
Well, the first thing that we were doing a crisps bit that somehow isn't the other crisps thing we're doing. I was like, how is this suddenly snuck in? But it didn't register. Like I didn't want to like kill a bit or anything. So I was like, okay, we're doing this. and then the cold, wet feel of the bags just registered like a little hint of like, oh, that feels a bit weird. But I guess I've never had these chips before.
I'd also like to point out,
stinks in here, by the way.
Gavin.
Oh no,
Gavin! I am an independent agent. I am not aligned with Andrew. I am a free agent available for anybody.
Absolutely.
I'm just as willing to help you get back at Andrew or Eric.
What's
or
your availability
else.
towards the end of the month?
I'll be available. I'm around.
He's a free agent to help you get back at Andrew, the guy we can't go visit, get to in any way, and also he bought a paintball gun for protection. Yeah,
I returned it. I returned it. Yeah, on the record, returned the paintball gun. I would just also like to say, even though Jeff is applying his service to you, I'd highly recommend Jeff, Gavin. Even though it's against me, great service.
Really?
I give him 5 stars.
Really keen?
Fantastic. Fun to work with. Just all around. Great use of service.
Did you by any chance pour an extra bucket of salt into these unchos, or is that what just they taste like?
No,
that's just what they taste like. The unchos weren't opened or tampered with in any way. They were meant. I just wanted to get a little bit into the joke before the reveal. They were designed for that. And as a hilarious callback to the alphabet contest.
Oh man, that couldn't have gone better. The way that like we fell into this being like 6 bags of chips. It was originally just gonna be the bag of licorice. All of the blunders, I feel, just made it better. Ultimately, it added. We had to work so much harder to try to sell the deception. That was going to occur.
I still don't have the bag resealer that Andrew bought me.
It actually it said it was delivered.
Oh, it's probably was delivered while we were recording.
Absolutely, yeah, it's probably outside your door right now. But your thing was so much better. I love that I didn't know you had one of those, and it's so much more convenient to use than the little resealer I was sending you.
It worked like a charm too. It
worked great.
Yeah. So
Gavin never noticed the seal. It was the wetness. It was the cold and the wetness that kind of alerted him. There was nothing visually about it. It sounds like that made you suspicious, Gavin, that they were tampered with.
Yeah, I mean, they opened pretty easily, but I didn't really think anything of that either.
There you go.
That was flawless from beginning to end.
Kevin, I hate tricking you. I'm sorry, but I had to.
So you weren't driving around. You just drove to me and then went home.
I sent a text out saying like, all right, I'm gonna go out and drive to everybody's house now, make the rounds, and then I just sat and played Gems of War for a minute until I thought enough time had passed, and then I just drove to your house and back. Yeah.
So how giddy were you for the entire last recording? Were you just so excited?
It was amazing. I thought we'd get to it pretty fast, and then the episode just kept going and going, and then I thought it's even funnier if we don't get to it.
Are there some in the dipped banana bites?
No, they're a MacGuffin too.
Okay.
Only because I couldn't figure out how to open and reseal that without you seeing
I was going to say, because that's like a tear open sort of.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yep. I was like, that wouldn't work. About halfway through the last episode, I realized this is so much funnier if he would record an entire episode without knowing. So I just tried to stretch like the cooking thing as long as I could to make sure that we would wrap up and go to the next one.
You guys are getting really good at this.
I do want to point out that me and Nick were only just asked to play along, had no idea what was happening or why that it was a cucumber involvement. It was just Jeff going, hey, pretend like you got this. And it was me and Nick going, you got it. No hesitation, no idea why.
Yeah, I looped them in with as little information as possible an hour before the podcast started and just said, cone of silence. I need you guys to just go along with this. I'm telling, pretend that you got this bag. And then I even said, like, as I'm trying to do like the Quentin Tarantino thing in Reservoir Dogs where you make the lie so believable, right? When he's talking about pissing with the drug dog. So I was like, Eric, I didn't have a bag for you, so I had to use a box. Like I was just like throwing out bullshit details that make no sense.
I think, when you go back and listen, I think there's going to be like a lot of little suggestions from us of like what's going to come in our excitement of it.
I literally huffed the bag. It smelled weird. And then I looked at the cucumbers. I thought, oh, these are interesting. Oh my God.
Man.
I'm so slow on the uptake.
Oh, and this went through so many iterations too. Like there's going to be a real sneaky. I thought about you having something for a while and then doing a fake cucumber thing where I got caught so you would not expect that you already had the cucumber in your possession. There were layers. This went through a lot of iterations of planning.
I was also terrified you would answer the door and I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. So I was really hoping that I wouldn't run into you when I dropped off the bag.
Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to.
No, I was fucking, so I was bouncing off the walls with excitement. There would have been no way to hide it.
Do you think there's a glee in just your appearance, Jeff, when leaving it at the door through like the ring footage? Do you think there's a visual joy that it can be?
I tried so hard.
Devin, you should evaluate that footage and just
to,
tell if Jeff seems like happier than normal and all this other.
I blew
he
him
usually
a kiss.
does something whenever he drops something off.
I blew him a kiss on the camera.
Oh, okay.
All right, Gavin, ball's in your court, buddy.
That is,
and I'm back on the market, just for the record.
Yeah.
The contract has ended.
Highly recommend.
I'm going to be hiring, I think. It stinks of like soggy salt, cucumber, and like Vancouver child kicker beer mat. Rug.
What's your oxygen level right now? Is that okay? Whatever your scan was before?
Yeah.
How are you doing with that?
Oh, dear.
That might have helped us, actually.
It could have.
You might be
maybe that sort of affected
the freshness of the cucumber.
Might have affected my intelligence.
Oh no, is that lethal?
Is that high?
Is that a lethal amount?
That's pretty high. It's 300 outside.
Oh no,
no.
You got to get a plant or something.
Did you also pump CO2 into my room before you delivered?
No. I will say that's the one thing I was bummed about is like the bags deflate when you open them, and I wish that I'd had like compressed air or something that I could have tried to shoot into it to puff it back up. That'll be how I improve next time.
Yeah. Maybe like a bike pump? I don't know.
Yeah. Just like a can of compressed air. Just be like, I could seal it up 99% of the way, just have the little thing, the little tube in there and just like hit it and then seal it. I bet.
Oh, man. I was worried with the whole, me taking the photos in Austin with the cucumber. I thought you'd be on high alert, Gavin. So I was worried about that as well.
No, I just never for a second expect. That was so good. My guard was fully down. I wasn't suspicious at all.
Oh, man.
And would you say that now your guard's going to be higher?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I'm in the lead. I've secured it. We don't have long to go. Plus, we said, I don't remember if this was in the episode or not, or if this is something we talked about later. Any failed attempt, you cannot try again until 10 days later. So you're almost running up to a point where you can only get one attempt in. We're getting close.
Let's just sneak in an attempt right before Christmas.
Unless he's already done it.
Unless he's already
Yeah,
done
have you
it.
checked your door recently?
No, I haven't. Not going to, because there's nothing there. Not worried about it. 0% chance. I'm going to let everybody know right now, if you send me anything, Jeff, Gavin, for Christmas, it is not entering my home until after the holidays. Everything, I'm viewing every item as a potential cucumber.
I'm not doing cucumbers for you, am I?
He's the Monopoly money.
No, you're doing Monopoly money. You're right. Yeah, that's why I forgot it wasn't a cucumber off. It's Monopoly money. I'm not. Oh, fuck. I can't do anything about that, can I? Because you're putting it to the door.
Yeah.
There's no stealth. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's just going to be on your door. It's going to be screwed to your door.
Yeah.
What were you going to
And
do with a
we already-
paintball gun? Were you going to shoot the cucumber away?
No, it's I can see the entire lead to my door from a balcony on my room, and I was going to shoot down at him.
That makes
So
sense.
I wouldn't have to chase him. Yeah. But then I felt bad about it. So I returned it. No need to stress over the holidays this year. Take a toke break instead of worrying about what to get those impossible to shop for fam members. Dadgrass now has something for everyone, including your most loved furry friends. Take the edge off and enjoy the season. Dadgrass is legal, organic, smokable hemp that relaxes your body and mellows your mind. Their 100% organic pre-rolled joints, tinctures, and gummies are very low in THC and high in CBD, so you can enjoy the effects of CBD while keeping a clear head. And now they offer a variety of products so you can toke or dose just the way you like, from their CBD tincture drops to the newly launched CBD gummies in flavors like classic blackberry ginger, good time hibiscus lime, and nighttime midnight berry. You can chill out without getting stoned. And Dadgrass didn't forget your furry friends. They also just released CBD dog bones so everyone in the house can enjoy. All Dadgrass products are federally legal for ages 18 and over, and it ships right to your door anywhere in the US. Whether you're looking for a new buzz or a chill way to enjoy an old favorite, Dadgrass will leave you in a euphoric mood. Right now, Dadgrass is offering our listeners 20% off your first order when you go to dadgrass.com/face. Go to dadgrass.com/face for 20% off your first order. That's dadgrass.com/face. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I know for me personally, when I'm going through something, it's difficult for me to achieve the typical things I can do. It can be just difficult with emotions bogging down. It's a struggle, but working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you. Because when you feel empowered, you're more prepared to take on everything life throws at you. I've talked a lot about in these ads how much therapy has impacted my life. It is something I'd recommend to anyone. It's a wonderful process that can help you in so many ways, at least in my experience. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/face today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/face. This ad is brought to you by Kato's Coffee, which is not Kratos' coffee. I don't think Kratos would be a coffee drinker. Also, this company is related to dogs in a way that I love. And I don't think Kratos has a dog. I've never played those games. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, Kato's Coffee, great coffee brand. They got a wide selection of roasts, single origin blends, etc. They offer K-cups, whole bean bags, and wholesale sizes. They have a passion for coffees and dogs and our customers. Have you been searching for that special pick-me-up? Run-of-the-mill store brand not cutting it? At Kato's Coffee, we have a wide selection of roasts that are sure to tantalize your taste buds, from French roasts to Colombian and everything in between. At Kato's Coffee, we believe perfect roasting and freshness are the keys to revealing what each unique coffee has to offer. Our fresh coffee beans are roasted per order, immediately packaged, and shipped directly to your door. We want our customers to experience fresh coffee at its peak drinkability, just a few days after being roasted to perfection. Kato's Coffee roasts the freshest coffee beans using the most eco-friendly roasting technology on Earth. You are our bottom line, and we won't be happy until you are drinking the perfect cup of coffee while reflecting on a pleasant purchasing experience. The Kato's coffee process reaches completion when you truly taste the coffee's origin and nothing extra. At Kato's Coffee, our passion also includes our furry four-legged friends. That is why we are announcing a partnership with our local animal shelter. For every purchase, we will donate $1 to help our furry little friends find their forever home. If you sign up for our subscription, then every time you order coffee, we will donate $2. Head on over to our website at katoscoffee.com and pick up your bag today using promo code FACE20 for 20% off your order.
Well, I got nothing else. That's been occupying most of my brain space for the last couple days. Although I will say we had some discussions about the Gerpler and Gerping forward, what to do. I proposed an idea we should talk about Andrew, I believe. I can't remember who I talked to anymore.
Yeah, we're talking.
Right. And I wanted to see what you guys thought about this. So first off, a lot of the reason we do the limited merch is because we can't hold stuff in inventory forever, and it's expensive to do that. And so we try to do limited runs where we sell out, everybody gets one, and then we move on to the next thing. I do think a Gerpler, upon reflection, and especially how much I use it now, it's become like my primary means of chug is through the Gerpler, and I don't want people to be deprived of the opportunity to get a Gerpler. So I feel like that should be maybe an evergreen product that we always have in store in some way. But because we've already released them, if we're going to put out another version, I'd like to make them different in some way. And so we talked about doing a blind box. This is an idea Andrew and I came up with. We talked about doing maybe blind box Gerplers where you could get either a green one or a purple one or maybe some other color. And it's just like random. You don't know what you get till you open it up. But also, what if there were 10 golden Gerplers that are randomly inserted? Because I don't know if you know that, but like sometimes when you go to Pizza Hut, it's usually a red glass. Sometimes it's clear. Sometimes it's kind of like a gold color. Like if we could get and release 10 golden Gerplers into the wild, super rare, super random. Like if we made like 1,000 Gerplers, there would be 10. So it'd be very rare. It'd be very, very low chances of you getting one. But if you drew a golden Gerpler, I was thinking it would be really fun if we included in the bottom of the Gerpler, just like in the
factory
glass.
tour.
Factory tour.
That was sort of the thought. Yeah, the golden ticket is definitely an inspiration for that.
I referred to it as the Wu-Tang album that Martin Shkreli bought. But what if it includes in the golden Gerp a little USB drive that has a special like 10-minute episode of KFace that it only exists on that drive, and you can only get it by getting the golden Gerpler.
I like the idea.
That's such a ridiculously custom piece of content.
Yeah, and then it's like if the people who get it want to upload it, that's fine. It's their content. They can do whatever the fuck they want to. They can release it if they want to and share it with the world, or they can hold on to it. And you got like a 1 in 10 chance of like if somebody gets it, you got 10 options or 10 opportunities for people to release it if they want to. And then it would be like non-canon. It could just even be about it could be about. Who knows? We could come up with something. We could even do like a little scripted thing or whatever. But it would just be like a special treat. If you draw the golden Gerpler, you get with it a special episode of.
Should it be on cassette or something?
Could be. We could do 8-track cassette, whatever.
Golden Gerpler.
It's gonna be so stupid. I just want them available at all times because I would love to replace every cup I have with the Gerpler. I love it so much. It is, as you said, Jeff, it has become my primary cup.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So I think we should do the soda chug from them.
Yeah, definitely. We need to do that as well. Maybe next time.
We'll do it this time if you want.
I mean, you've got them already.
Well, I do, but I don't. I have a can of soda.
You have to have a can of soda in your house.
I don't know if I do.
Oh
Come on.
I might. I'll look. Give me 1 second.
Eric, do you have one?
Do I have a can of soda?
Or a Gerpler?
I don't think I have a Gerpler here, but I do have a can of soda.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we've done that.
All right, sorry, man.
Did you participate last time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone did.
Yeah,
Everybody
did.
did beer.
Yeah, okay. So there's no reason to do that again.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't. I don't think I have any soda right now.
That's mind blowing.
But I'll get one. Why? Am I a soda guy to you? That I
always have
big
soda on
time.
tap?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Really?
You seem like a soda guy to me.
Totally agree.
Fascinating. I don't. I'm looking at an empty can of Coke on my desk from last night.
Okay, so
I drink.
so you are a soda guy.
Yeah, I guess I am. Yeah. I enjoy. I'd say I'm more a beverage guy than a soda guy.
So
It's
we
just-
all said you were a soda guy, and you were like so taken back by it, and now it's like, oh yeah, I'm a soda guy. What?
Well, that I would always have a soda on hand is what was.
You've got
surprising.
one
I don't think that's true.
On a different floor, and you know it.
No, I don't.
I know you don't like changing floors.
No, I don't.
So
listen, I got
that empty Coke can, that was the last soda in your house last night?
that was the last.
We missed
one.
it by
Yeah.
12 hours?
We missed it by 12 hours, and I'm an idiot because I talked about doing it prior to. I shouldn't have drank that. I should have saved it.
We could start with Jeff today and each do one in a different episode. Like
I
I
will
could
do
do one
that.
when I get my GURP.
Ooh, that's a fun idea.
You think so? But then it's like we're dragging. I don't want it to be like the icy hot thing where we do it like 4 times. Like I'd
Or
rather
like the
just
soda
all do
chug
it
that
at
we did
once.
4 times.
Yeah, like we've already done this. I don't think we need 8 of these. Like I'd rather
okay.
sync up if that's okay.
That's fair.
right.
That's fair. All right. So we'll all.
He's got a vision.
Does
Next time-
everybody have access to a Gerpler that they can have available next time?
I don't have one.
What are you talking about?
How do you
What?
not have one?
You're leading this. You don't have a GURP.
No, I've never-
What are you saying?
I don't have any of the recent stuff.
Dude, go
Eric
to work
usually
and get your
gets it for me.
mail. It's at the office waiting for you. I guarantee you it's in the
I
mail
assure
room.
you it's not.
It has to.
Has to be.
After every podcast
Didn't
I go
we-
in there, there's nothing.
Do you not have
Didn't
a switch
we
fuck?
do this?
I do, but it's because you put it in my hand and gave it to me
Oh, that's right. I did. Okay.
with a bunch of licorice.
I feel like we went through this in the past where you're like, nothing, nowhere. The mail, I never get it anywhere. And then Eric brought you like 25 bags of face merch.
Yeah.
I think we've done this.
Yeah,
It's there.
cool. It's just like Andrew, who is not a soda guy, but has a soda. Gavin doesn't get any of the merch, but he gets all the merch. All right.
Look, I haven't got any merch since that big haul. Are you saying there's another big pile?
Of course. What do you mean?
Where is
If
it
you
though?
remember-
Because I go in there every week.
Walk in, look to
I
the
can't answer
right,
that.
find your name. It's written out, and then
There's
just go grab
nothing
your
by
shit.
my name. Telling you.
Dude,
We'll see.
I don't even. Mine's worse. I get a notification from Slack every time I get a piece of mail addressed to me, and then I go into that room, and there is no Jeff section. There's a face section, and I leave it there until we're gonna do a break shit or whatever, and then we grab it all. But the Jeff section doesn't exist, and I've never seen the Jeff mail. I don't know where it goes, but it doesn't go to me.
Maybe they're keeping our stuff aside somewhere. I'm looking at the text conversation that we all had on Tuesday night
Yeah.
or Tuesday afternoon. It's so long just to set up
Yep.
doing the chip thing.
Yep.
It starts with you saying, "Are either of you Beats guys?" So you could specifically talk about those Terra chips.
What was the
Yeah, why don't
text
you-
conversation right before
Why
that?
don't you run through it?
I mean, we could all play our parts.
Okay.
Well, I'll just say before you even get that, or text between Jeff and I figuring out like what chips sound weird that you wouldn't have had.
Do you want to read your messages out and then we'll read the other one?
Sure, we could do that. Let me pull up my phone.
And
Oh,
just
boy.
remember,
There's been a
people
lot of-
listening, just remember all of this is bollocks.
Yeah, this was just
go.
to fuck with you.
Can't believe it.
I'm gonna start here.
My paranoia really dipped. It's crazy how just time will do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start here. The resealer arrives at your place tomorrow. We could hit Gavin with his cucumber and licorice bag on Thursday. Your
Okay.
response is so
Yeah.
funny.
I go, yeah, dude. Oh shit.
I'm so excited.
I gave it to him today. Eric told me to. I forgot.
What? Why? How? Jeff?
I'm so-
Ha ha ha.
I'm so dumb. I was distracted with the fireplace talk. This is just a wrinkle.
So now, and just for context to this comment, we almost did the licorice thing on the office day, and I kept being like, "No, later. We'll do it later, because that was going to be the vessel." So I said that's why I kept pushing it to do it later.
And I went, yeah,
Oh,
that
you
makes
did.
sense. Yeah.
You were like, "Oh, it should be in an episode. It should be in an episode."
I was trying
Whenever
to
you
delay
have a strong opinion, I should be suspicious. Hey, why don't you want to chug soda today?
Oh, that's a good point. Why don't Andrew said that's so funny, and I said I'm so mad at myself.
What is another candy or chip?
And I said there's so many bits we have in the air to remember at all times.
This could be a real easy fix.
And I said we'll be together again for the fireplace. I could sneak something into his camera bag.
No, it has to be on his porch. Do you have a cucumber?
And I said I have an idea. I'm gonna go buy one now.
Well, getting one, maybe pop into the chip or candy aisle and look for something disgusting.
Doing so. Oh, one other thing. I gave everyone Apple-related gifts in Michigan. I can drop those off on his door too and pretend it's a part of the whole deal.
Then I could say in our group text, I found something that might be worse than the licorice, and you could be like, I'm literally grocery shopping right now. I'll pick one up for you, Gavin.
And then I sent him a picture of cucumbers, and then the banana thing, and then the Terra chips.
I like, Jeff sent me a photo of cucumbers, and I replied, I'd go with the smallest, which he completely ignored.
I just missed it. Yeah, I missed it. And you said the problem is the seal. I don't think we can
went
fake
through
a
it. So then
resealable bag.
Yeah, that's sort of the heart of it, and then we could go back to now our group text.
Yeah, and then the group text.
That's going to take forever to scroll through. I don't know if this is this entertaining to go through these? Is this
well, I think it just puts out the extent of bullshit that you've laid down, like the tracks of shite.
Yeah, and then, this was just the three of us. It didn't have Eric or Nick in it at all, which is why they didn't know about it.
It starts with Andrews. Either of you Beats guys?
Yeah, are either of you Beats guys?
No.
When you said no, I was so excited, Gavin. I was like, fuck yeah.
I'm still waiting for mine to load. Are either of you guys?
Just said I love Beats. Okay. I said I just had the worst chip of my life, and I know I haven't tried the licorice, but you guys got to try this.
And I said I love Beats. I had Beats at. Oh no, I see. Yeah, and I said, are they like potato chips? Meanwhile, I had already bought them.
Yeah, it's like sliced dried beet with seasoning.
And I said, have you guys ever eaten enough beets to turn your pee red?
No, but I didn't expect more pee research.
And I said, we should have a red pee off someday, which I still agree with. I see like how red we can make our pee by eating a bunch of beets.
I still have the same issue of I don't know how we track that and measure it and share it. Like I just don't know what the. I don't know if I don't want to see your pee though.
Well, it looks like red blood. It won't look like pee.
That makes it better.
I have a clean toilet. It'll be fine.
No, I'd rather not see your blood or pee. And then I pulled a screen grab of the chip that Jeff showed me, and I said, it's these fucking things. I like other Terra chips, but those are absolute garbage. I love all Terra chips. They're all great.
And I said, I'll try to grab some later today. I got to go. Millie was sick, so I said, I got to go to the store to get her some chicken soup anyway. You said, sounds good. I said, let me know if anyone has any other gross foods to get. I'm trying to get Gavin engaged in the converation because I figure when he starts responding, we'll have him on the hook and then we can burrow in.
For ages and my phone was going apeshit and I just looked at it like right at the end of the conversation.
So I'm like fishing and I said, like, what do you guys think the strongest flavors are? Probably cheese. And then we had this whole conversation about garlic and cheese and versatile foods. This goes on for a while.
Buffalo sauce, and then I said anchovy.
Then you fucking you showed up, and then it was on.
I said olives are fierce, and then we had a whole conversation about.
It was the whole thing.
Then I pivoted. My goal was to keep it going in different directions, so it didn't feel too focused.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So like I got off on muffaletta sandwiches for a while, which you guys have never had, but they're fucking delicious, by the way.
No, I've had one.
I don't like olives, yeah.
I don't like
They're
them.
amazing. Dude, fuck you.
That was so genuine.
Yeah, and then that went on for a long, long time. You said the muffaletta is the worst sandwich on the planet. I was offended, and then you ate cucumbers.
Fantastic.
Cucumbers on my porch.
In your hands. In your room
hands.
right now.
You carried them up.
On my lap.
On your lap. Sitting there. Didn't
Cold.
even know.
And slightly damp against my lap.
That's interesting because the problem I had earlier was that the bags got real hot because I had put I cooked them in the oven for like 30 minutes, and I thought, oh my god, these bags are hot. He's never gonna believe it. I'm glad they cooled down.
Nothing suspicious about these hot bag of chips I'm leaving on your front door. I can just imagine the steam coming off of them when he opens it.
They're like fanning them and blowing on them on my doorstep.
That was great. Thank you so much for your help, Jeff.
Yeah,
what
man,
a
no
fantastic
Very well
series
played.
of events. Yeah, that turned out really well. That was the exact opposite of a salad cream, for sure. Couldn't have been further from salad cream.
100%. Yeah, I don't know what the opposite of a salad cream is, but have we ever determined that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we can add.
Maybe that's what this is. You chipped it.
You chipped it? I think we could have work. We'll come up with something.
We'll workshop it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What else? What else you guys got going on?
Not much. I'm on the fence about going into the process of the cucumber photos, but I don't know if I should wait to go into detail on that whole saga. Because it's kind of nice because the cucumber, there might be a last act. Maybe I should save it. Should I save it or should I go into it? I don't know.
I think there's going to be a last act if Gavin's going to try to enact revenge on you.
I mean, you It seems that you both don't think I was in Austin. Like, definitively. You both strongly believe that. Okay.
I don't say both. I think there's 4 of us here that don't think you was in Austin.
Then nobody
and
here thinks
forensics
I was in
were done.
Austin? And the forensics were done. None of you, just to verify, nobody thinks I was in Austin?
Yeah.
So then how would I have gotten the photos? What would where did they
I
leave?
don't understand, like, what, like you're the only person that can hold up a cucumber at the Austin sign? Like,
Oh, okay, so so the thing would be that I wasn't there, but I had somebody in my place.
Yeah, the way that are you joking?
I'm just asking. This has been a very angry year for Eric.
This is insane because
Just the last couple of weeks.
Because it's so. This is like so insulting to our intelligence.
Well, no, I'm just
I
asking.
like the fact that Eric clearly hasn't known Andrew for as long as we have, so we just expect this.
Wild.
Just asking. Just
Oh,
asking.
so yeah. Oh, how do you guys think I
Hey,
did
Eric.
this?
Eric,
The
he's
fuck
just
are you
curious.
talking about?
He's just curious, and he's
Oh
just
my
gonna
God.
dump something in the chat. Just let him do it.
No, I don't have anything to drop in the chat. I was just
Okay.
Oh.
I was just trying
I
to
thought
decide,
you were.
should
I really thought you were keying up to
I
drop
thought someone
something
was
in the
coming.
chat.
No, yeah, there's no
What are you
drop
gonna drop in the chat?
I don't know what they thought I was going to drop in the chat. I have nothing
Ugh.
to drop in the chat.
This
I
is
thought
the
you were
most
gonna drop
frustrating.
a-
Face photoshopped into someone else's picture in Austin.
Should I just go?
Mm.
Because it was a whole. I need to. I'm not going to just reveal because. Okay, I'll say this is what I'm going to do. I wasn't.
I
in
can't
Austin.
imagine. I
Fucking
can't
Christ.
imagine being a listener of this podcast and having to listen to what Andrew is saying right now. Like, people have to be screaming at their phones. They have to be. They have to be. There's no way that people are just going, and I'll wait patiently for the answer. People must be fucking screaming at their phones.
I think everyone's happy. First of all, I'm in a great mood.
They're
I'm
screaming with
relaxed.
joy.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I don't feel I'll say I wasn't in Austin. Sadly, I wish I was. I don't want to give up the person who assisted me with this unless I know they're okay with it. So I'll Slack them and I'll get back to you guys. on that.
Well, by saying Slack, you tell us who it was.
Someone who works for us.
No.
Yeah.
I
It was
used
clearly. I bet it was
no,
fucking Jack. Is who it was.
Go back and listen. Whenever I always use Slack to refer to messaging someone. Whenever I go back and the audience, will
Especially
back
when
me up
you're
on
using
this.
Slack.
Yeah,
The
like
audience-
I Slack someone. You know, the way that's when we're chatting. When I'm sending a text, you know the way I say I Slacked you.
Yeah, whenever I text someone, I'm always like, I Slacked them. That's the thing.
I'm trying to see. There's no hand skin
That's the
I
thing.
wanna
in any of
see-
these pictures.
I want to
Deliberately,
see
'cause
Andrew dig himself out of this beanhole he's just put himself in.
No, I use Slack as message all the time.
I
It
think-
doesn't,
No,
it
you
doesn't have to
No,
be
you don't.
Slack.
No, you.
I think someone is hiding their hands because they know that you can recognize someone by their hands.
We're just gonna move on. It's fine. We'll talk about this later. I
This
need to,
is the worst.
Slack them about it, and then, in a general sense, not necessarily use the platform Slack.
Right.
And then, if I get approval, I'll say who it was.
So after all that,
was it
after all that
Greg
lead up-
from finance?
No, I don't. I'll say it's not Greg from finance. They might not even be on our Slack. It's I say
Wait,
Slack.
hang on.
the
So now,
hell
so
you
so
do?
now it's on Slack, just not on our Slack.
No, I don't have any other Slacks.
This
Well,
sucks.
maybe I do. Actually, wait. Maybe I do have multiple Slacks. Wait a second.
After all that build up, you
I
didn't
don't-
even have this ready to go. You got to talk to someone.
Well, I didn't plan on. I didn't know where. I didn't listen to the research that was done. I didn't know where everyone was at with it. I wanted to feel the room, and obviously, there's a sense I came clean. I wasn't in Austin as much as I'd like to be, but I'm not going to just give up this person who helped me, the kindness of their heart, to pull this off.
What about a
without
clue?
making sure they're okay with it? I feel like I've accidentally given that away already. So we're gonna move on. We'll settle this with them, and then we'll talk about it next time we record. I think.
If it is Jack, that's because then
So
he would
anyway.
have gone to that instead of all of the.
Do you guys have your
Break
Christmas
shits.
trees up yet? I still need to put my Christmas tree up. I need to leave the bingo.
I
machine.
will
You got
say,
lights on your
dude,
counter.
Yeah, you have 5 on your counter. I will say, if it was Jack, it's nice to see him being useful.
That is great.
Yeah, I just said it's nice to see him being useful.
That's an unnecessary dick. Actually,
No.
that's a justify.
No, it's not an unnecessary dick.
No, I don't think it's unnecessary. I think it's fucking on point.
I don't know what to say in this situation. I feel like every word I'm gonna be quiet until we switch subjects.
So I just don't. So it's someone on Slack. It's someone we work with, and they went so out of their way to help you do this insane thing.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to message everyone on Slack. I know it was you.
Yep.
There you go.
And one person will reply.
And that's how we'll find out.
How do you message every single person?
You don't. You can only message 8 at a time, and that's in groups. I don't know how to message everyone. You can just go. Honestly, you can go in the general Slack, and you can just post it there.
I can't even type in that one. They don't let me post.
I'm just imagining Gavin going to the biggest Slack group and saying, I know it was you. But here's the thing. Andrew is telling his little helper not to reply. See, this is, you can't trust this. I also don't know why he's not just talking about it. That's the weirdest part to me. What is there to hide at this point?
What if it was Nick?
I don't think Nick would drive downtown to do that.
Nick has a kid.
Nick has a kid. He's got responsibilities. He couldn't do it.
I'll talk to the person, and we could, maybe I'll reveal this. I'm not going to throw someone under the bus. I don't want to throw someone under the bus that we didn't talk about that. I thought, everyone would just think I was in Austin. That was my plan.
Hang on. You thought that everyone thought you were in Austin for real?
That was the plan. Yeah, it was just everyone would think I was in Austin, and I'd go with that. I never considered the possibility of having to say I wasn't in Austin. I didn't talk about that with them.
In what world do you think you were tricking us?
Right?
That was plan A, and there was no plan B. I didn't consider any other scenarios. So
plan A is that we would believe you were here?
Yeah, because I had all the photos.
Did anyone, for a single second, even entertain the idea that you could set foot here?
No.
Well,
that was a miscalculation on my part. Listen, some plans go great. The cucumber went really well. That one that we're talking about right now didn't exactly go as I thought it would go.
I will say, Andrew, this would be the absolute perfect time to throw an image of you actually being in Austin in the subreddit or the Slack or the Discord or whatever the fuck it is. And then go, just kidding. It was me. I tricked you again. That would be awesome. So if you can do that right now, you will 100,000% redeem yourself.
You also have pictures of you in Austin, I assume, from the past.
No, I don't have a single photo of me in Austin.
What about the one of you and Gavin at the fucking pinballs?
Oh, yeah, I guess that does exist, but that's already been used.
That probably wouldn't work if I was
that's unfortunate.
In the photo.
Although, to be fair, I did forget that I was next to him once before.
That's true. That's how sneaky I am.
Oh, man.
Well, we'll put a nice bow on this in the future.
I have a very you know how I have that like annoying double tap TV thing where I have to turn my TV off twice every time? I have a new annoying thing that's going on in my life that it's been going for like 3 weeks now, and I want to fucking murder somebody for it. I'm so angry. I have Hulu. That's how I watch the Real Housewives franchises that I watch. Beverly Hills, Potomac, and Salt Lake City are the 3 that I'm into. Right now, Beverly Hills is on hiatus, obviously. Everybody knows that. But Salt Lake City and Potomac are going strong. And so every Wednesday, I watch Salt Lake City. Every Sunday, I watch Potomac with Emily. There is this thing happening now on Hulu where, and we have like the Hulu Plus or whatever, so you get live TV through it. So we get like all of our TV through it. Which is essentially like cable. I don't know why we just don't have cable still. So I have this thing happening where when it starts to record a new episode of Potomac or Salt Lake City, it records it and I go to play it. If it's still recording or if it's just recorded, at any point in time, the day the episode comes out, it's a black screen. Then the next day, it works.
What?
And it's only Potomac, and it's only Salt Lake City. It's no other shows that I watch. It's no other shows that I record. It's not even other Bravo shows, because those both are on the Bravo channel, because I watch real Mediterranean, Below Deck, and a bunch of other stuff. But it is only those two Real Housewives shows. So like last night, I laid in bed with Emily for 45 minutes trying to trick Hulu into letting me see the show that I recorded. And I just couldn't. And it'd be fine because I have Peacock too, but they don't show it on Peacock till the next day, which is when it works on the fucking Hulu anyway. And so I feel like the goddamn Hulu people are trying to stage an intervention with me where they don't want me watching fucking Potomac and Salt Lake City until the next day. And you might say to yourself, wait a day. That's not a big deal.
No.
Here's why it's a big deal. A, I pay for it. B, I want to watch it when it comes out. And C, I listen to celebrity gossip and Real Housewives podcasts, and they do recaps the next day, and I got to get up in the morning on Thursday morning, and my normal routine is to listen to Danny Pellegrino talk about all the funny shit that happened on Housewives the night before, and I can't fucking do that till tomorrow now. I couldn't listen to Danny Pellegrino today because it would have spoiled the whole goddamn show. I couldn't listen to Heather McDonald today. I couldn't listen to any of it because they'll talk about the goddamn episode last night that I could only hear, I couldn't watch.
How about this? Watch it live?
I can't watch it live. It's black.
Oh, it's like even.
It happens in the live feed.
Yes.
I thought it was. Oh, that's funny. Can I ask
I
you,
thought
Jeff?
it's just on the recording.
Now, I tried the Real Housewives of Salt Lake, and it just I didn't like it all that much. Would that work for me? You think, are they different enough, or
incredibly different?
Okay, I'll give that a shot for you.
If you're gonna try here, all right. Here's the deal. If you're gonna watch Potomac, watch this season.
I will. Okay, I'll hop into this season. I'll give it a try.
Into this season, and if you're gonna do it, it's not far in. I'll be honest with you, dude. These shows they take a little bit. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of investment on your part to understand the dynamics of the people involved and how they all work together. If you stick with Potomac, and I won't recommend Salt Lake City this year. I'm actually not a huge fan of this season of Salt Lake City. I think, well, I don't.
Sure.
People get in trouble for talking shit about certain housewives. I'm not going to do it. But I'm not a huge fan of some of the people on that show this year who I used to be a fan of. But Potomac has a fight between Mia and Wendy in, I want to say, like episode 4 or 5 that is the most entertaining and wild and craziest thing. And it's set up this fucking battle that's going on episode after episode. So do it, but give yourself 4 or 5 episodes. Get to the fight. Get to the fight.
I'll give it a 5-episode run. I'll get to the fight. I'll give it a fair shot.
And then see.
Not to go too deep on reality TV. Last 2 episodes of Survivor, so good.
God
Fantastic.
damn it. My pick to win got voted out last night.
Gavin, you haven't been keeping up with the season.
No.
Correct?
Haven't
so
watched
the
it.
second, I don't feel like this is that big of a spoiler at all for like what matters. They did a thing where all the people that were left, they gave them a thing that was like, hey, there's an advantage in the woods, go find it. And everybody scrambled for it. And what they did was they attached it, because typically it's like low down and it's like in the dirt that you have to dig through. They just attached it to the middle of a tree, like lined up with everyone's sightline. And it was the thing where everybody was just walking past it, being like, I have no fucking idea where this thing is. Like people were brushing their noses against the advantage, talking about how they couldn't see it. It's fantastic.
There were people having conversations in front of it when it was like at their eye level.
Yes.
Here's a tip, by the way, if you're ever going to go on Survivor. If you notice a cameraman filming you from a certain angle and he or she won't move, there's there's something there.
Yeah, and he keeps doing like a rack focus to the
Yeah, anytime you see a rack focus, there's an idol.
It's hilariously infuriating because it's not a brief thing. It is like a 2-minute sequence of people resting their head on the advantage, laying against the tree with no concept it's there, and then just continuing on looking for it. It's great. So good.
And it's not like super camouflaged or anything. It's pretty fucking noticeable.
It's pretty blatant. It's fantastic. It's one of the best scenes I think the show has had in a long time. Just so goddamn funny.
It reminds me of, there's a show called Crystal Maze in the UK. It was like you get a certain amount of time in a room, and if you don't get out in time, you get locked in, and you have to get crystals and then take them to the end. But there was one where it was like a mirrored maze, and the crystal was at the end, and there's this guy like crawling through this mirrored tunnel, and he gets all the way to the end with the crystal right in front of him on the floor, but he reaches for it in the reflection of the mirror and just bangs his hand on the mirror and doesn't know what to do. He's just like, oh. And then he was running out of time, so he crawls all the way back out without getting it. It was literally like under his hand, but he tried to grab the reflection version instead of the real one. And it's probably the dumbest I've ever seen someone be filmed on camera.
We should probably wrap up. I gotta get going.
Wrap up. Yep.
Yeah. Dude, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Face. I hope you, being the audience, enjoyed it because a lot of pre-pro went into this one, way more than usual, and
way more than I realized.
And it was, can I just say, it was an absolute treat to pull off, and I'm so glad it worked. And thank you for being such a good sport, Gavin, and not holding it against me.
Good heist.
This was not my fight. I'm just working in my role as a free agent. So,
well, I'm glad this has opened some doors for me. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Maybe you can tape Monopoly money to those doors.
Not at my watch.
All right. Like and review and all that nonsense. And you know what? Tell a friend. Tell a friend about Face. Tell them about how much fun we have. Tell them about all the shenanigans we get up to. Tell them about cucumbers and Wilford Brimley and whale sharks and fucking popolitzes and tell them about the oxygen level, just or CO2 level.
If you manage to turn your friend onto Face based on those instructions, please let us know. There's no way that makes any sense to anyone.
And we'll see you next week for episode 135. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Throw away some cucumbers.
Hey guys, Major League fan Jack here with a look at next week's episode of Face. Gavin has a fancy clock. Get out of bed quickly. Let's talk about really old videos. It's time for a poll. We've got a piss update. Jeff knows way too much about duck penis. And once again, Andrew does not eat the pencil. All that and more on next week's episode of Face.